Hello, I'm Angie,
Hi, I'm Atreyu.
and we got a video request to do a video about if trust can be rebuilt after infidelity, and if so, what are the steps you take to rebuild it? So, I have a lot to say about this topic, and I also have a story to share, but I don't want to take too much time.
What
So,
story?
it's about like the past before you.
I would love to hear it.
You do? I think I told you, but remember when I told you my ex cheated? He took this girl to Miami, and I found out a month later. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Okay. Anyway, so someone I was with in the past, he cheated. He took a girl out of state, and a whole month later, I found out, and I was so disgusted. I was nauseous. I was hurt. I was angry. Um, and we literally had to go through a very long process of trying to get back on track, which we never did, but we tried. And so the answer is I think yes, it can be rebuilt because it's just like when you're a teenager. I know I used to like lie to my mom about, different things, and she would tell me, "Okay, you have to earn my trust back." And I was slowly able to earn her trust back. So it's possible, but you have to start with a clean slate. You have to be completely honest, and you have to be trustworthy. If you're lying while you're trying to rebuild this trust, then you're going to keep starting over. Um, you want to say anything before I continue?
No, I'll let you continue. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say that, sometimes people don't realize how their actions affect you. So my way of showing him was that I made him feel every single emotion that I went through. When I was angry, I took it out on him. When I was hurt, I made him literally dry my tears. Um, you know, there were times where I didn't want him to touch me at all, and I made that very clear. And that lasted for a very, very long time. And him having to watch me go through that, and him having to experience it and deal with the repercussions of his actions, it did affect him. Now, if he cheated again after that, I don't know, because he made sure he hid it.
That sucks. That sucks going back into the relationship, not really knowing if he still is cheating or whatever. That's like setting yourself up for potential failure. Again, it's better to be very aware and very sure. That's what my post was about today. About with trust. Um, you know, it's like when a person reveals their self and does something that betrays the trust, they they are showing you what how they're willing to handle you. Um, and in a way, it's very freeing because a lot of people go years without even knowing or never knowing. Um, and when they show you this, as much as it hurts, it's on the other side. There's a great feeling of freedom, so you can now freely spread your wings to find what's right for you, taking what you just learned from this relationship and making your next one better. Um, but to come back, to get back in this relationship. it takes a lot, because you have to know that this person has to be willing to change. And change, for anybody, um, is is big, because you have to step out of the norm, what you're used to doing, what you thought was you, you know, and do something better. So you're putting your trust in the change with this person, um, and you'll always have this feeling like you gotta watch your back. Is this person? Could they go back to their ways? It's like you would watch a drug addict if they say that they're back in, they're out of, they went to rehab. You're still gonna be like, um, I wonder if you still hit that crack one good time. Like if I pass it, will you hit it?
Right.
Like, um, and it's rebuilding that trust. But the thing is, it's like, are you willing to accept somebody that already shows you what they're capable of really doing to you, because they already did it to you once? And it's like, fool me once, shame on
You
you.
fool
Fool
me
me
twice.
twice, shame
Mm-hmm.
on me. And you put yourself in that situation. And it's tough. A lot of, in some situations, you have kids involved, and when kids are involved, it, you really want to try. You really want to try, because you know that the kids, they're looking up to both parents, to see how they handle certain things. They handle situations. So if anything, you want to be a success story for your children, because they could possibly go through the same thing as adults. Um,
And sometimes success is leaving, though.
yeah.
Knowing when to leave.
Well, yeah, exactly that. You know, um, but when it's deep in with kids and a marriage and things, you it's worth it to me to go ahead and find what needs to be righted, because you already signed up for something that's more than just you. And we all make mistakes, you know. Um,
There was something about your quote, your post that you put on Facebook, that also reminded me that um, when it comes to like your significant other trying to make you believe a certain persona that they've built, it's so important to pay attention to their actions and not their words. And it's also important to pay attention to what you strongly feel inside, not the times when you're jumping to conclusions and you're irrational and emotional, but that's the feelings that you feel in the pit of your stomach. Because the instance that I speak of, when you know my ex cheated and
hmm
took the girl out of state, the night that he left, I knew something wasn't right, because as we always say, men always change their patterns.
hmm
And I felt it in the pit of my stomach, through me being tipsy, through me being sleepy. I just had that knot in my stomach, and I knew something was up, but I couldn't prove it. And then, that's definitely why they say what's done in the dark comes to light, because a whole month later, here it is. He left his email wide open,
hmm
just full of himself, like he's never going to get caught. And her email was wide open. All of their exchanges, their trip to Miami, the
hmm
last time they slept with each other, everything was just right
So
there.
you're saying this is with the quote that I put up in comparison? How?
How, because you were saying that, like, a person could paint whatever truth they want you to believe.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying is
Mm-hmm.
behavior, actions,
Mm-hmm.
and your feelings play a huge part in that.
Mm-hmm.
And not so much words. Words really don't mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, You know, I think that people need to start valuing themselves more when they figure out things that are in their life, because so many people want love to be the but I'm in love, and and it's okay, and these things. You have to be willing to let go of love. um, Take the things that are true and dear, that was established with the love, and always hold them in, but you have to be able to let go of the negative things that cause the madness in the first place. Um, because if you know that a person is not going to change, or you know that this is a risk that you don't want to take in your life, um, you know, you have to know how to love yourself more in order to step away. And when you do, it's a release that you're gonna feel that, oh, I feel empty right now because this person isn't with me, or you know like you're you're at the you brought yourself to the bottom of a cup, you know and now it's so empty, you know but the things that you're going to fill this cup up with is what you are creating, um, based off of the things that you've learned. So as you start to build it up, it's being filled with 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 truth, a cup full of truth. If this cup was just full of truth right now, would you just drink this shit down? Like, I would just kill this cup, like just full of truth, because once if you're still drinking out of that last same cup, and it's filled with contamination, it's like, what am I really drinking? And I really want to know what I'm drinking, if I'm putting it in my system, and you know you gotta do what's best for you. You gotta
But
do what's
then,
best for
like,
you.
I think one thing I like about our relationship is, I'll say, we're as open with each other as, I'm not going to say as possible. I'm not going to I'm not going to push the envelope.
Yeah.
But we're
yesterday, head turn. Just look if you're gonna look. She snuck and looked at this dude. Like, I saw the dude.
He's lying.
So I engaged eye contact with her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm engaged eye contact with you back, right?" And then the second I looked away, like I was still looking at her, she went like this to the dude. I was like, "Why didn't you just look from the beginning?"
That's really not true, because I thought he was still looking at me when I looked at the dude.
What?
But anyway, I thought you were still looking at me. You keep saying that I saw you look in your phone. I thought you were staring at me.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Anyway.
That's part of the openness that she says, that the part where she says we're kind of...
No, I was talking about...
Be all the way. That's all I'm saying.
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the omitting you have done. Omitting. That's what I was talking about. But I didn't want to put you on blast.
Okay, we can end this video right now.
Oh, right. But we're pretty blunt and honest with each other for the most part. We do okay.
But come on now, admit that sometimes omitting
that's a whole nother video.
Is a good thing. Omitting is a good thing, people, sometimes, if you use it for the right cause. If you use it to do your own thing, to mind fuck a person, then no. But if you do it for the growth of the relationship, because you understand that because you understand that some people may not, they may treat a situation as an average thought thinker at first and not handle it right, in a godly way, because it's
God would not omit though.
because God wouldn't have to admit, because if God says it to you, then you have no choice but to be like, yeah, God, I get it. But if a human
No.
like me says it to it, I'll forget you, nigga.
But
Okay?
look, when you omit, you, for one, you don't tell a whole truth. And then you make yourself the judge. Like, you judge when I can handle it. You judge when I'm going to receive it. Like, that's not fair.
You say you say it's not fair, but I have a gift. But I have a gift of knowing,
No,
man.
you
I have,
really
I have a
don't.
gift of know.
No.
Well, you know what?
No.
In our case,
Don't judge for me.
In our case, it worked out, right? It worked out, right?
No.
I'm 1 for 1.
No.
I'm 1 for, so that means I'm 100%.
I think you've done
at
it
this
twice,
shit.
though. I think you've done it twice.
And you still here, so I'm 2 for 2. I'm 100% again. I had a chance of going 50%, but I kept it at 100.
It wasn't cool.
Okay.
And it almost was the deciding factor.
Yeah. But look at us now on the camera. Give me a kiss. All right, man. Look. So, did we answer the question?
Well, I mean, the question is, can trust be rebuilt after fidelity?
Yeah, it can.
It can.
It can.
But it takes, because the next question was, what are the steps that it takes? For one, it takes 2 willing individuals. You can't be willing alone.
If you're the cheater, if you're the person that got cheated on and you about to do this all over again, you have to look at the person, the cheater, with an eye like this. Like, I'm so serious. Don't fuck with my life. Don't fuck with my life. I'm giving you a second chance, my nigga. Don't fuck with my life. If they can't see that you so serious with this, then you leave. You know what I'm saying? Because, they thinking, I got a second chance. I'm going to play. I'm going to just keep doing. No! Give them that eye and let them know that you so goddamn serious. Matter of fact, leave them first. Let them feel like, whatever, right? I'm so hurt and shit, right? And then be like, beg to come back. Okay, you begging? You want to know what it takes? You really want to know what it takes?
You have to earn another chance. They have to earn.
Yeah, man. But you don't beat them down by letting them wipe your tears. You don't do that.
That's what worked for me.
But you don't. It worked for you. Oh, that's
so
why
I'm Mike.
I'm Mike right now.
I should just cry alone and go through it alone.
The thing is, you let the person, you get them to understand and feel where you're coming from, but you don't control it. He
had a choice to say no. He could have been like, girl, you done lost your damn mind. I ain't wiping them tears.
But if he didn't, you'd be like, nigga, you better come over here and wash these tears because you created these. It would have been a whole different argument.
Exactly what I said. I said, come over here and dry these tears that you created.
What the hell? That's crazy.
Oh, well.
That's crazy. It worked. Oh, yeah, it did. That's why I'm Mike talking to you right now. That shit didn't work, obviously.
You am not supposed to say names. What's wrong with you?
Mike! I wasn't supposed to say names. My bad. I didn't know, okay? But you know what? I heard good things about you. I heard some real good things about you. But it is what it is. My bad. Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry,
No, but it's all good. That was rough, though. That was really rough. It's hard. It's not easy to, because anything that reminds you of those feelings that you felt when the person cheated on you, that's always going to create a problem. Like, your significant other could be doing something innocent, like a business meeting. They could be with their family, but you're always going to be like, where were you really? So that just creates unnecessary.
Did you wear yellow because I'm wearing yellow?
You actually told me to put this on, so I think you planned this.
But no, seriously, when I grabbed this
you
shirt,
gave me this shirt to wear.
I didn't think like you're wearing yellow. She's wearing
totally
yellow,
did.
so I'm wearing yellow.
Yeah, you did. It's okay though.
Okay, all right, cool. So we're going?
I think we're gone. If we didn't answer the question, or you have any more questions? You know how to reach us? levelsinlove@gmail.com, facebook.com / The Levels in Love. I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's do like L's, 2 L's for that's a box. Like, but do the opposite so it looks
Like
like on
this?
screen. Yeah. Levels in love. My level's above yours though. Okay. Bye.
Bye.